This is Andrew Stotz of Stotz Investment Research, looking at world-class benchmarking for M.C.S. Steel Public Company Limited in Thailand. First, let's get a little background on the company. M.C.S. Steel Public Company Limited Thailand fabricates and distributes 70,000 tons annually of structural steel products. Its main product is steel beams used predominantly in the construction of high-rise buildings. Exports to Japan account for the vast majority of the group's revenue, and I think that's part of the reason why it looks so interesting, with the rest mainly domestic sales to local construction companies. Let's get a look at the share price and more on the company. The ticker code is MCS. Market cap's $240 million US, with average daily turnover about 2 million. It's in the materials sector, and it's got a free float of 65%. So what's going on at the company? Let's take a look. MCS is involved in the production and distribution of high-grade steel beams. These are used mainly as girders in the construction of high-rise buildings. It ships virtually all of its steel to the major Japanese construction companies, notably Kojima, Shimizu, Obayashi, and Takanaka, 4 of the so-called top 5 Japanese super general contractors. These firms are the biggest in Japan by revenue and use MCS's steel because its quality is sufficient to meet the Japanese requirements. MCS also supplies Nippon Steel and Sumitomo Metal Corp, Japan's largest and the world's second largest steelmaker. Going forward, demand is forecast to further pick up in Japan due to a rise in construction activity related to the Olympic Games in Tokyo in 2020. The company runs 12 factories, which are all situated in Ayutthaya province. With a total annual capacity of 70,000 tons per year, a further 70,000 tons is available through its Chinese subcontractor. So let's look at the revenue breakdown by segment as of 2015. 98% steel fabrication, a focused company. Steel scrap and others is only 2%. Let's look at the delivery work by customer. Kojima, 72%, Obayashi, 15%, Nippon, 8%. So a deep relationship there, but potential risk if something was to slow down with Kojima. Let's look at world-class benchmarking to understand the financial performance of this company. First, let's look at the chairman, Dr. Naiyuan Chi, and he has been the chairman since 2005 to the present. And the CEO, Mr. Pairat Wiwat Borawan Wong, who has been the president since 2007. So, Pairat, let's look at his results. Well, it looks pretty excellent in the last 2 quarters. We can see profitable growth is still in the top 2. And in the last 2 periods, it's been a 1 or a 2. And we did have a tough time in 2012 and 2014, but in that case, it just went down to average. The company ranks among the best 130 of 650 small materials companies worldwide. So where is this strength coming from? Both profitability, which is ROA, at a ranking of number 1 relative to global peers, and growth, which is EPS growth, ranking a number 2 out of 10. So very impressive performance there. Now let's look at the bottom of the triangle and understand that this company basically is firing on all cylinders. Asset utilization is great, profit margin is great, sales growth is great. The only thing is margin change. The company's been suffering a little bit of a fall in margin, but nothing too serious. Well done, Pairat, and an excellent job on world-class benchmarking. Now, sign up for our newsletter and become a founding member with all those benefits at becomeabetterinvestor.net/join. Founding member subscription will close on the 31st of December, 2016. See you in there.